Let's bring in Peter Abraham of the Boston Globe here to help us look on the bright side of the Red Sox season. Ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to focus on the positive, so glass half full. It's a small glass. It's like a shot glass here, Pete. And away we go. What's the bright side of Bobby Dalbec's first week in the majors?
3 home runs and 26 at-bats, which tells you that he's going to be a power hitter if he gets enough at-bats. The downside is 14 strikeouts. But when you look at Dalbec's history, every time he's made the leap from one level to another in the minors, he's made the adjustment and become a better hitter over time, cut down on the strikeouts, and raised his on-base percentage. You would like to think he'll be able to do that in the big leagues over this last month of the season and show the Red Sox that he could be a legitimate candidate to play first base for him next season.
My friend, I know pitching has been a gaping black hole for the Red Sox here, but on the bright side, Martin Perez, this guy had a no-hitter through 6 innings his last time out. So what do you like the most about what he brings to the table?
Well, he's the only guy on the staff who's made every start. He's had 8 starts. He's had 40 innings. That's the most on the staff. They were counting on him and Nate Eovaldi to carry the load. It's really only been Martin Perez. And the other thing I like about Martin, with everything that's gone on this season, all of the obstacles the Red Sox have had, every time we talk to him, he's very optimistic. He's looking forward to his next start. He seems very happy to be in Boston. He talks about how much he likes his teammates, how much he likes the city. And what's been a tough time for the Red Sox, this guy seems like he's really happy to be here. And frankly, the Sox could probably use a little bit more of that.
Yeah, speaking of happy to be here, Alex Verdugo, I love this kid's energy, this kid's passion, Pete. And looking on the bright side, where are you more impressed with him, on the field or in the clubhouse?
Well, we haven't gotten to see him in the clubhouse since the season started, but back in February and March, when we were able to interact with him, he is a very positive young guy. And the thing that's interesting, with no fans in the stands, you can hear almost everything the players are saying. And Verdugo, when he strikes out, you can hear it. He'll utter something that you can't repeat right now. And when he does something good, you can hear him literally like screaming how happy he is when he makes a good catch, when he hits a home run. And it seems like no matter what their record is, he comes to the park every day with a lot of enthusiasm. And as a player, what you like about him is you can see him hitting first, you can see him hitting third or fourth. And in the outfield, he could probably play any of the 3 spots. He's been one of the best defensive outfielders in the American League this year.
Yeah, Xander Bogaerts been pretty damn good, too, leading the team in home runs, RBIs, stolen bases. That's big-time bright side. But how much brighter is his emerging role as Boston's leader?
Well, once Mookie Betts got traded, things really changed for Xander Bogaerts. He's the most tenured player on the team, along with Jackie Bradley Jr. He's the guy who's played the most games for the Red Sox, and he's one of the best shortstops in baseball right now. When you look at his OPS, it's getting close to 900. He's improved his defense from the beginning of the year. He's a guy day in and day out you can count on. Ron Rennike's had him in the lineup all but 2 games this season. He stays healthy. He's just a guy you can look at and say, over the next 5 or 6 years, he's a bedrock player of this franchise, a guy they want to build around. Now, what they need to do now is get some players around him, because Xander was disappointed with some of the moves that they made, and he's a guy who wants to contend for the World Series. He's got 2 rings, and his expectation is the Sox should be in the mix every year.
All right, Red Sox 9-21 against American League teams this season, Pete. But on the bright side, 5-7 against the NL East. What's Ron Rennike looking for when Boston faces Philly in a doubleheader on Tuesday?
Well, what's going to help them a lot is having had that day off on Monday, and they can reset their pitching staff. They can come back and not have to worry about who can we use in this game. Now, it's going to be tough to get through 2 games. They will get the extra player. That'll give them a shot. But it's a weird schedule. They didn't play Monday. They're going to have 2 games Tuesday. They won't play Wednesday. They're talking about staying in Philadelphia and having a sim game on Wednesday to get Nate Eovaldi some work. So it's going to be an interesting couple of days in Philadelphia, and I think Ron Rennike is going to appreciate being able to start the game with a full pitching staff.
All right, a little extra homework while you're in Philadelphia, Pete. We appreciate you. Thanks for being a bright spot in my day.
Thanks, Emerson.